With colour like this, surely I'll cut a top gem. This piece comes from the Allawah field in Lightning Ridge. I consider this a clean skin knobby because of the beautiful colour inside and just a light coating of sand and rough skin on the outside. This is my favourite type of opal to cut. Today we've got a beautiful clean skin crystal opal knobby, and you can see mostly through it's quite nice, but there's a couple of sand spots. And right where the good colour is, there's more sand spots. So I'm hoping that inside the middle of this gem is where it's at. So we'll just check out, see what it weighs. 10.30 carats at the moment. So I'm hoping to get around about a 2 to 3 carat gem out of it, mostly because of all the inclusions inside it. But I do always hope for better. Well, here is the best colour here, but there's a really big dip of sand right in the good colour. So, and the colour doesn't go too deep. On this side, it's all mixed up and it's not really nice pattern. So I think I might just take that down and see if it gets better inside. Hoping to get a nicer stone on the inside of the wheel of the piece. After checking and checking again with the gem torch, I take it to the wheel to try and get that skin off and see what's inside. This part makes me nervous. After spending $2,000, I was convinced I'd cut a beautiful gem out of it. But now seeing those inclusions, I'm not so sure. My tentative movements on the wheel are making me second guess my plan. And I'm thinking, maybe I just go for the top. So that's where I really want my stone, but there's a big hole right in the center of that nice color. Big sand hole, sand inside it. After spending $2,000 on the piece, I really need to cut a $3,000 gem to make it worthwhile. And as we all know, it doesn't always work out the way we want it. But I still have hope. Such a risk. Oh, wow. So I was about to grind the whole back off the stone and have a look on the inside, and something just told me to actually just have a go at the surface top, because maybe that color will stay by the time the sand comes out. And it's looking to me like it's probably going to come out before that colour disappears. So massive difference in size, weight and play of colour. And I don't know why I just chose to do that, but I just didn't like the idea of grinding all that back off to see what's inside. might slice that right through the middle. So it's quite thick. So if I slice it a little bit off the back at least, you might be able to get something out of that instead of grinding it away. There's an inclusion inside the stone that I need to get very accurate with my slicing so that I slice straight through that sand hole deep inside. Alright, so I haven't looked at it yet. I'm a bit nervous because there was a big sand spot right in the middle. But let's have a look. Well, that's not bad. I think I did save a nice crystal off the back by slicing it. And we can still work on getting a nice stone on the big piece, so that's not bad. Not bad. Alright, I'll put this little guy away for a second and let's work on this. So there's that sand spot there, and that'll cause havoc. And we just got to make sure we keep that beautiful colour on the top. I caught the slice through the sand, which is perfect. So now I have the chance of cutting two nice gems. With most of the inclusions gone in the inside of the gem, it's starting to take shape, and I'm really liking what I'm seeing. Now, because of that big gaping hole there coming into the setting edge, I'm going to have to drop it down a bit. I mean, bring the stone in just a bit. Give it more setting edge there. Well, essentially that's it, and that's a very nice little gem and bigger than I thought it would be, so I'm pretty happy about that. Now let's just see what we get out of this guy. And a little gem, so we've got two gems. Not bad at all. With both gems now taken shape and very close to how I want them, I think I'm confident that I'm going to make a little bit of money.
Being Justin's son and growing up in Lightning Ridge put me around a lot of beautiful opal. I took this for granted, which is fair enough being so young, but now that I've grown up and I'm part of the business, I can now see how lucky I was to grow up with such a rich understanding of opals. And even watching Dad cut as a kid, I was learning through osmosis. Little did I know, the way he moved his hands is what has stuck with me throughout all these years. And this goes well beyond just cutting on the wheels. So many aspects of the trade, from relationships to how the business runs, it was all going to mean something in the future. So now that I'm 21, I now have the opportunity to be a part of something that is truly special. A family business that has been going for now 3 generations. So even though you might not see me every video, I'm definitely there, behind the camera, over Dad's shoulder, looking at what he's cutting, watching his hands, watching how the stone's cutting, and taking as much in as I possibly can. So if you're really lucky, you might even catch a video of me cutting a stone pretty soon. So keep an eye out for that. But I tell you what, don't expect a happy dance anytime soon. Like Dad mentioned at the start of the video, this stone is from the Allawah field, which is one of the newest fields discovered in Lightning Ridge. And although it is 10 years old, it's still a pretty recent field in comparison to the rest, producing some of the most beautiful crystal opal that Lightning Ridge has ever seen. That being said, only 5% of it turns into black opal, making it a very rich crystal field. "10 years passing and still one of the newest fields, and that raises a question of how much opal is actually left to mine, and will there be enough for the industry 40 years down the track, or even 20? And although this is a scary thought, we do believe that there is plenty more opal underground, and it's just that we need more opal miners. Opal miners are a dying breed, and in this day and age, there is not many people that are my age that are getting into it. And this is the real worry, because miners are the most important part of our industry, and without miners, we have no opal. So the results are in. What started out to be a tricky cut turned into a stunning 2.87 carat gemstone, worth a solid $4,000, with a little unexpected bonus. But here's the question for you. If you had this rough, would you have cut it differently? Do you think Justin could have squeezed even more value out of this with another approach? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. And stick around for more opal cutting adventures. We'll see you next time.